Yo, and welcome back. Nicholas is here.
I'm here.
Adam's here. We're at the calibration centre today. This is a video we already filmed once, and I think the test instruments or all the calibration stuff they had actually played around with the microphone. Got home after spending 2 hours here and no audio on any footage. So hopefully we're going to fix that today. I brought my Mega in, my 1711 I think it is. Yep. They're going to calibrate it. We're going to run through the procedures of how it works, why we do this sort of stuff. If something breaks, how it's fixed. We're going to jump into the owner Paul now and have a little interview and say hello. Right, we're here with Paul. Paul, let's do the handshake like we've not met off camera. Again. Yeah, third time now. Right, got a Mega. A few questions I want to ask you to start with. Yep. Calibration centre. What is the reason we need to get our testers calibrated?
To ensure the accuracy really every 12 months.
Yep.
So manufacturers state to check the instruments every 12 months to make sure that they're still within spec. Yep. A bit like your MOT on your car, really. You should be doing interim checks every month yourself just to check your leads are okay and your fuses are okay. And you get cal cards. Stuff like that. But then every year it'll get put through its paces, basically continuity, insulation, loop, RCD, every reading, top to bottom, check all your current outputs, your voltage outputs, and check it's reading accurate.
You've done this before, haven't you?
Yeah.
A few things as well you check. Obviously the leads get checked.
Leads get checked, batteries get checked, fuses get checked.
Seal gets put on.
Yes, to make sure that you don't
mess
take
around
it
with the
apart.
batteries. Yeah. Like we did last time, we'll go again. This is calibrated, this is within thing. You've given me some new leads, because obviously set up that my leads were playing up. I'm going to run through the process of, let's say, coming in here, I'll drop it off, we'll just follow your guys around of what they do, the process is, and just sort of break it down for us while we're doing it, if that's all right.
Yeah, of course.
Perfect. Right, dropping off point.
Yep, so basically you've come through, you've come to stores where your meter will get unpacked.
Yep.
It'll then get booked in onto the system. So yours has been there before, so it should be nice and easy. We'll scan the barcode. There you go, and it's all come up.
Nick Bundy, YouTube electrician. Yeah, there we go. Yeah.
And basically, we'll check what it's coming with.
Yeah.
So any accessories, so if it's coming with your three-way test leads, your mains lead.
So you believe in...
So anything it gets booked in with, when it leaves, it all gets checked back out with it.
Perfect.
Every job then gets issued a job number.
Yep.
That gets popped onto there to identify your instrument while it's in here. A job sheet is issued, then the meter goes through to the calibration lab.
Perfect. Right, next door. Okay, right, we're here with Jake. Paul passes the tester over to Jake.
Yeah, so he gets the job sheet and he gets the tester.
I'll bring up all the details for the actual meter itself.
Does it come up with old past MOTs or sort of old calibrations? Does it all pop up of what it's failed before?
You can look at the history of the unit, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can go back onto the history and have a look to see when it was in previous years.
Yeah.
Basically. It'll bring up all your details, all your serial number, your address, and who's calibrating it.
Yep.
So myself, and then you just select the actual meter itself for the actual calibrator.
Okay, so this is all set to the pass and fail limits of what it should be calibrated. So you plug it in, does itself on the screen, and then you just say yes or no. What happens if it's out of the limits? If it's too high, do you then start having to take this apart?
No, basically we would then bring the customer to tell him that it's failed on a certain range.
Okay.
Then it's up to him whether he wants it repairing. We'll then give him a fixed cost repair on the unit.
Yep.
And then it'll just give us a yes or no to go ahead.
Oh, okay, and that's when you pull it apart.
Yeah, basically.
With the where's it gone? Where's it? Oh, the microscope. I'll show you that afterwards. It's amazing. Cool.
A lot of these are software adjustment now. Sometimes they don't even have to be taken apart, so you can get into the menus through a series of holding down a sequence of keys, and then you can adjust the unit.
Oh, that's clever. That's easy for you, isn't it? And what sort of time frame on one of these to get it in, get it tested, get it back out the door? What's
Same
the sort?
day.
Same day.
Every cal. Some customers choose while you wait, and they'll sit in the waiting room.
Yeah.
I'll show you in a bit, but normally anything gets booked in the morning, gets put on the shelf, calibrated, back out again that night. So the calibrator sets 0.6217, and your meter's reading 0.62. So
bang on.
Really good.
One thing as well in the background, Adam, if you just have a look, you've got red sockets. The red sockets are non-RC protected. If you can read, you can see that's what that is. And Paul, if you want to let everyone know why that's that.
Because basically the calibrator would trip out the bench. Every bench has got its own RCD breaker. So anything that's going to be either high current loop test that we want to do a functional test on, we'll use that socket.
Yeah.
And again, the calibrators would trip the bench out if they're on normal RCD.
So I did a video ages ago on installation resistance on smart switches. So I tried to stick 1,000 volts through was a kinetic or NJ switch and whatnot. Always thinking to me, when everyone always says you can't mega your lighting circuit because you break the appliances, but actually that's not the case, because that can detect if something's. Is it correct? If something's in line, something that can detect it and will not put through 1,000 volts.
That one can't. Some of
Is
the
it not
ones
that
now
one?
are doing a pre-installation test. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So that one
if-
will. That will damage it then, because I did do it and it didn't seem to damage it, but I might have just got lucky.
Yeah, I
with...
think it can. I think the recommendation is to drop it down to 250. I think. If you've got,
Oh,
if
right,
it's
fair
like
enough.
an EICR type condition.
Yeah, there's a few people did say their testers can figure out that there's something on the line, so it won't chuck the full
so we're doing
voltage
a
down.
pre-installation test basically.
All right,
yeah.
okay.
That's procedures done.
All done. Busted.
Yeah.
So what, Adam? If you want some weekend work, I know where we can go. So that's it, done and dusted.
That's done,
And
it's passed.
you change the batteries now, or was that before or
We've
after?
done that before. So if the
Yeah,
battery
mine's,
indicator's on,
Yeah.
we
mine's
put
already
new
had new
batteries,
ones recently, but they put new batteries, you put your
Yeah.
sealed stamp on for the
Yeah.
warranty,
Check the fuses, make sure the fuses, the right fuses, and the tight and the holders. So
and then
that's
from
it.
there on, elastic band stuff up, pack it away.
That's
Jobs are
it,
good.
yeah.
I always like when I get calibrated, I come back, oh, look how tidy it is. One time and it's ruined. It's always the way.
One time you leave time.
Yeah, he's there going, oh, you put the elastic, you asked me the other day, where's the elastic band gone? I was like, I just lost it somewhere. It's like, it's the worst thing with it. It's just, I wish, especially with the new Mega, I'm not sure on it, but I'm so tempted to get the cable braids, you know, that actually slips over them and you can sort of heat shrink it and bring it down, just to have them close together. I don't do three-phase stuff, so my boards are only ever going to be this big, so I only just need them to separate that much. I tangle them up so bad, and it's just, yeah. That's probably why my old leads broke, because I just, come on!
Nearly broke
So
something
run.
else.
Right, so from that we get our calibration certificate, lasts
Yep.
a year. Do we get reminders every year?
Yeah, you get a hard copy of your cert.
Yeah.
You'll get a reminder about 11 months' time.
Perfect.
You're on our portal probably, so you get your
I am.
certificate so you can look online, get a PDF whenever you want. So if your inspector's coming around, you've lost your cert.
Yes,
Which is,
I've rang
not-
you
not
up.
uncommon.
I mean, I've never done it, but you know,
Yeah.
if I was to ring you up
if
really
you're
quickly,
one of the few that do, you can access your.
because that is
your certs
nothing
online.
worse.
Yeah.
Back in the day when I was first starting, organisation skills was probably slightly worse than now, as you know. It was the assessors come around. My test is out of calibration by 2 days. It was always the case. Ring you guys straight up, and you got me straight in and sorted. But yeah, with the reminders and the portal, you can always check on. Stick it on your board at home and in your diary or whatever. Just remind yourself.
Yeah.
Is there anything else cool that you want to show me?
Have you got a torque screwdriver?
Somewhere.
We can show you that. We've got some of the repairs where we use the.
Do you want to look at the microscope? Let's look at the microscope.
Yeah, that'd
Yeah,
be
yeah.
So basically, we use these for soldering boards. When you get to a certain age and your eyes start to give up, you really
no,
can't
I'm already there,
you really
yeah.
can't see so much. Also, components are getting smaller and smaller and smaller on the boards. So you find if you've got it on the screen, you've got your soldering iron, and you can get right up in on the components, and it's much easier to see than it is trying to look down at the board and.
I
And view them by eye.
For Adam to look at my patience when I'm trying to teach him something. That is really cool.
But it does make a big difference for day-to-day work.
Right, last but not least is torque screwdrivers. So we all should have one now. I have two. Couldn't tell you where they are right now, but I have two. You don't have to have them calibrated, to my knowledge, day in, day out, every year.
Some get them done, some
But
don't.
it's good too.
Yeah.
You know, you've had one for 3 years and you're not sure, you know, if it's starting to slip or it's aged a little bit, get it calibrated. And this is what one of these things is. Go on, Paul.
So basically, this is set to 3 Newton meters. So you basically put it on here. And we'll
So-
take the best of, or an average of 5 or 10 readings.
Yeah.
So that's 3.19, 3.14.
So how do you go about, let's say that's way off, how do you then go about recalibrating it?
I don't think these are adjustable.
Oh, okay, so you just know it's out and you just buy a new one
Yeah,
sort
I
of
think,
thing.
I think they're kind of so sort of cheap that they're almost disposable
cool.
items. We do the bigger torque wrenches where up to 1,000 Newton meters on.
Oh, this is the big
on
big
there,
boys.
Yeah, up to 350 on there. That's 70. That's just like 0 to 10. So we've got like a range of different calibrators depending on the tool you want to check.
What's that one?
That one's for your crimp tools. So if you've got your ferrules, your red, green, and blue,
yeah.
red, yellow, and blue. Basically, that does a pull-off test, a destruction test. It's a motorised table, and it tests the crimp to destruction.
You can have a go at that pull-off test if you want.
That'd be cool, you know, put a bit of like a Wago on it or something. You put Wago and a bit of cable on that.
Yeah, and test the strength, but you don't really want to.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to break that.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a cool idea. Last but not least, so what happens? How do we get hold of you if we need our test calibrating, which we all do every year?
Yeah.
What's the sort of process?
So there's a few processes. We've got an online form on the website. So if you're not in a rush, you can complete that. Basically, what we'll do, we'll send you a UPS label.
Yep.
You print that off. You can drop it at your local UPS access point. For instance, if you did that Monday morning, you get the label Monday afternoon. If you drop it off at the access point, it'll be into us Tuesday, Wednesday. It'll be get turned around the same day, back to you for Thursday.
That's banging.
You can give us a bell on the phone. Again, if it's urgent, Or if you're local, you can pop in and wait. We've got this waiting
Nice
room
new
now
waiting
where
room.
you can pop in here and have a play with the latest kit, or watch TV, grab a coffee, and kill half an hour while
Hey, you say you watch them.
while we calibrate your meter through the window.
Yeah, it's a good process, like you say, with the how quickly you can turn it around. Because I have had to come to you in the past and go, Paul, I need a test brain now, and you've gone there. Then
turnaround's imperative. Your kit's important. You need it back.
And one time when we said something has failed, I think my old test, it was the old blocks on the
terminal block on the
1502. That and you turned that. I think you did that the same day as well.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm very biased because you guys are in Stafford, I'm in Stafford, so it's always worked very well for me. But if you need any calibrating, not just like the testers, but there's loads of other stuff that you actually calibrate, give you guys a shout. You on Instagram,
Facebook. Website.
Oh, Facebook. But yeah, if you need any of this stuff and you need it calibrated as soon as possible, UPS, and it's all protected the delivery as well.
It's all
isn't it?
everything's all insured.
All insured. So if it does go walkies, then. But on top of it as well, I'm also ordering as of today. Put the deposit down. For, what was it called? The Mega what?
MFT X1.
X1. Yeah. I'll put a picture on the screen if I can find one on the internet. Do you know I couldn't find a picture of it?
Look on our website.
Yeah, it was
in the news section.
That's where I got it at the end.
Yeah.
But I will be getting that soon, and hopefully that should be coming
February 23, all being well. Yeah,
I'll even say, because you're taking pre-orders for it.
Yeah, we are.
This isn't a sponsored video, there's nothing apart, but I'm pre-ordering one today, so if you guys want to pre-order one as well, you do it standalone, but you also do it with the EV kit as well.
Yeah.
And it should be coming mid-Feb.
Yeah, that's what Mega are promising us at the moment. So yeah,
so I'll put the
February
links
23.
down below for calibration centre. But thank you very much, mate.
Thanks, Nick.
Pleasure, and I'll see you next year.
Yes, you're welcome. Thank
Cheers,
you.
mate.